I thought I wasn't gonna do any more videos. I thought I wasn't gonna do any more videos until the likes of birthday celebrations of Ed Sheeran, Yoko Ono, and Cindy Crawford. But damn, this is tragic. This is so fucking tragic. In the professional wrestling community, internet wrestling community, and all. This is something I had to let people know about legendary professional wrestler and promoter Jerry Winston Jarrett. Well, I gotta go all the way to Fox News or Action News 5. I'm gonna go to TMZ again to see what it's about here. I gotta see what it's about here. Now I gotta go straight into the death of I gotta go into the death of legendary wrestler and promoter Jerry Winston Jarrett, the father of Jeffrey Leonard Jarrett. Yep, dead at 80 years old. Dead at 80. Jeff's father. Yeah, everybody considered Jerry Jarrett as a wrestling icon. This is from yesterday afternoon. This is from yesterday afternoon. Uh, from the likes of TMZ. Jerry Jarrett, one of the greatest promoters in the history of wrestling, and the father of current AEW star Jeffrey Leonard Jarrett. Oh, Jerry Jarrett's his born name was Jerry Winston Jarrett. So he can be one of the greatest promoters in wrestling history, and he's the father of current AEW star. Yeah, he's the father of the current AEW star Jeff Jarrett. Has passed away. He was 80 years old. Jerry got his start in the business in the 1960s and 1970s, working as a referee and wrestler, holding several regional National Wrestling Alliance belts during his career. And the National Wrestling Alliance is still up and running now, like it did back in the days. But now it's in the hands of a musician, William Corgan. Yeah, it's in the hands of Billy Corgan. Now Billy Corgan is running it. Uh, in 1977, Jerry defected from the NWA. The NWA, yes, that's right. In 1977, the late 70s, Jerry defected from the NWA and founded his own promotion. It's called the Continental Wrestling Association. It's in Memphis, Tennessee, where he rose to stardom. With the likes of Jerry the King Lawler, Jerry and the two Jerrys, Jarrett and Lawler. Jarrett and Lawler were quite the duo and enjoyed success working together, eventually forcing the promotion of NWA Mid America to sell their territory to Jarrett. This is a picture of of Jerry Lawler, the King Jerry Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, and um and Jerry Jarrett. Months This is months before Jerry Jarrett died. This on top of Jerry's appearance, Jerry Jarrett's appearance on the Tales of the or Tales from the Territories or of the Territories. It's a probably Tales of the Territories. I don't know, or from the Territories. I gotta find that out. That that's a picture. This is a picture of all three of them together, Lawler and the Jarretts and the Jarretts. Jerry was influential. Jerry was influential in the careers of Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Both superstars a chance to make a name for themselves, for themselves under the CWA promotion. Jeff's father's legendary career as a promoter includes stints with World Championship Wrestling and the World Wrestling Federation. That's right, the World Wrestling Federation, which was now World Wrestling Entertainment, where he worked at, where he worked as a consultant. He got a job as a consultant after WWF purchased WCW and Extreme Championship Wrestling ECW. Yeah, those companies went bankrupt. Jerry launched TNA, Total Nonstop Action, with his son, Jeff, in 2002. This is after Ring of Honor. After Ring of Honor was launched in February of that year, long before that. Jerry was inducted into the NWA Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Sorry, I forgot. Let me rephrase. Jerry was inducted into the NWA Hall of Fame induction ceremony in 2009. RIP. Well, all the deaths have already been mixed in. This came from all the news. Any of the news I did not know. This came from all the news that I had to read. Now I gotta go read his story now. Now I gotta go read his story now. We're going to the childhood story of Jerry Jarrett based on his death from yesterday. The childhood. Jarrett was born to mother Christine Jarrett, who had passed away in 1998. Well, Teeny is she was called, Teeny, in Nashville, Tennessee, on September 4th, 1942. His parents divorced when he was 3. And to support Jarrett and his sister, Christine began working as a ticket vendor at the Nashville Hippodrome. That's the name. Nashville Hippodrome. I never even heard of that name. The Nashville Hippodrome. That was for Nick Gullis. That's what name. That was for Nicholas Gullis and Roy Welch, the promoters of NWA Mid America. Over time, Christine was given more responsibility by Gullis and Welch, And by the early 70s, she was promoting shows on their behalf of Indiana and Kentucky. And at the age of 7, Jarrett began selling programs for Gulas and Welch, Nick Gulas and Roy Welch. Jim Cornette already heard of these two guys, Roy Welch and Nick Gulas. Nick Gulas. It's Nicholas Gulas right here. We miss him, dude. We miss him. Him and Roy Welch. The early benchers from the 60s and the 70s. After receiving a hardship driving license at the age of 14, Jarrett began promoting professional wrestling events, renting buildings, advertising shows, constructing the ring, selling tickets, and stocking refreshments. He worked as a promoter until enrolling in Peabody College. Upon graduating in 1963, Jarrett spent 4 years working for the Murray, Ohio Manufacturing Company as a purchasing agent before deciding to pursue a career in professional wrestling. He began working for Welch and Gulas. Yeah, for Welch and Gulas as an office assistant and became a referee by default after a referee no-showed. This is his career. This is Jerry's career here. While working as a referee in the 1960s, Jerry decided to become a professional wrestler. He was trained by his friend Tojo Yamamoto and veteran wrestler Sailor Moran. He wrestled his first match in Haiti, Missouri in 1965. After debuting, Jarrett formed a tag team with Yamamoto. Jarrett spent the first few years of his career performing primarily for NWA Mid-America between 1970 and 1976. He won the NWA Mid-America Tag Team Championship once, the NWA World Tag Team Championship, the Mid-America version, once, and the NWA Southern Tag Team Championship, the Mid-America version. It looks the same as the NWA World Tag Team titles. 10 times, Jarrett also performed for Gulas. Yeah, and Jarrett also did perform for a guy like that, Nicholas Gulas, was an old school type of wrestling promoter. So, Southeastern Championship Wrestling Promotion. Yeah, it was owned by Nick Gulas. I watched the Legends of the Ring series. They have a match that was started from Bruiser Brody that came from Southeastern Championship Wrestling. Let me show you Southeastern Championship Wrestling before it became Continental Championship Wrestling. That's before it became Continental Championship Wrestling. Well, before it was Southeastern Championship Wrestling. That's right before the Southeastern Championship Wrestling. It was Continental Championship Wrestling, CCW. But they used to run shows all years ago. That was from Southeastern Championship Wrestling. It used to be owned by Nick Gulas. Nick Gulas was a wrestling promoter who ran the promotion. It was like it was an old wrestling promotion. It was an old wrestling promotion there. It's a promotion that was holding the NWA Tennessee Tag Team Championship in 1975. Yeah, that's right, the NWA Tennessee Tag Team Championship in 1975. In 1977, Jarrett founded the Continental, what's the word? Oh yeah, Jarrett founded the CWA, the Continental Wrestling Association. Yeah. In in the addition, in the addition to booking the promotion, yeah, to booking the promotion, he also occasionally wrestled the likes of who else? He also wrestled the likes of, oh yeah, what the hell happened? It says in 1977, Jarrett founded the CWA in addition to booking the promotion. He also occasionally wrestled, but Jarrett and Yamamoto became the inaugural CWA World Tag Team Champions. That was in July of 1980. That's about 43 years later. That was like 43 years ago. But losing the championship to, oh, this Austin Idol, the legendary Austin Idol. Anybody know this guy? This is Austin Idol. This guy is an American professional wrestler. Yeah, his real name indeed is Michael McCord. Michael McCord. I know this man's been since retired. This man's been since retired. And yeah, this is losing the title that Jordan Yamamoto held those belts. And why would they lose those? Why would Jerry Jarrett and Tojo Yamamoto win the CWA World Tag Team titles in July of 1980, and then they lose the titles to two retired American professional wrestlers like Michael McCord, whose real name was Michael McCord, who was known as Austin Idol, and Wayne Cower. Wayne Keown, who's known as Dirty Dutch Mantel. Following the month in 1985, Jarrett briefly wrestled under a mask as the Hawaiian Flash. Jarrett formally retired in 1988, although he broke his retirement in the mid 1990s to wrestle on a number of occasions for his United States Wrestling Association, the USWA. We're going straight to the 70s and the 80s. In the early 70s, Jarrett and his mother began promoting professional wrestling shows on behalf of Gullis in the Memphis area. After a dispute with Gullis in 1977, Jarrett opted to break away and found his own promotion, the Continental Wrestling Association, the CWA, with the support of Buddy Fuller, Jerry Lawler, and Jarrett's mother. Jarrett built the CWA into a successful promotion staging events each Monday that regularly sold out the Mid-South Coliseum and airing television shows each Saturday morning on the WMC TV network. In 1981, NWA Mid-America folded due to the competition from the CWA with Gullis, selling his territory to Jarrett. In 1979, the Freebirds wanted Jarrett. That's right, the Freebirds. Uh, Michael Hayes, I think it was Michael Hayes, Jimmy Garvin, I think it was Terry and the late Terry Gordy. They wanted Jarrett to allow them to play Freebird on their entrances. They first tried it in the Mid South Coliseum, along with the house spotlights, and so Jarrett became one of the first promoters to use the music and the videos to promote his roster of wrestlers. In 1984, Jarrett entered into an talent exchange with Bill Watts' Mid South Wrestling promotion. Yeah, Bill Watts, whose real name is William F. Watts Jr. And it was his promotion, Mid South Wrestling. Well, the UWF was a 1986 rebranding of the Mid South Wrestling promotion. So that's all they did. Yeah, the Mid South Wrestling promotion that was owned by Bill Watts. Jarrett had entered into a talent exchange with them. Jarrett and Lawler, Jarrett and Lawler advised Watts to bring more young performers, man, into his territory. Those are performers, those are young performers that work for the Mid South Wrestling promotion have already since retired. They gotten old now and wanted to retire. You know what I mean? Into his territory. Yeah. Watts, they advised Watts to bring more young performers into his territory to attract a younger generation of fans, especially especially the females, the young women, the young women, especially young women, since they bring their boyfriends to the shows. Oh boy, why we got they had to bring their boyfriends? Why these women had to go bring the men to the shows? That's so not feminine. That's way too feminine. This is why these women want to go bring their boyfriends to the shows. Damn. God damn. Why the fuck are these women had to bring their boyfriends to the shows, man? Ever since. God damn. What the fuck? What the fuck? Women gotta go, especially the women that go bring their boyfriends to the shows. God, you gotta be kidding me. This is stupid. They wanted that to happen so the fans can start riots with the wrestlers. Stupid. Man. In 1988, Jarrett entered talks with Vern Gagne, who was had to be Clarence Gagne, rest in peace. Laverne Clarence Gagne. Yeah. Did Jerry Jarrett want to be entering the talks with? The late Gagne. Laverne Gagne. The father of Greg Gagne. Yeah, the owner of the Minneapolis, Minnesota-based American Wrestling Association. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I'm going to it. Yeah, the American Wrestling Association. That could be an American wrestling promotion based in Minneapolis, Minnesota that ran from 1960 until 1991. Until 1991, it was owned and founded by Vern Gagne and Wally Carbo. It was about a potential merger. After the talks were abandoned in 1989, Jarrett instead entered into a merger with the Dallas, Texas-based promotion World Class Championship Wrestling, the WCCW, to create the the United States Wrestling Association. This was going to start in from 1989, from 89 to 95. The USWA began promoting shows in Tennessee and Texas in that year, with Jarrett aspiring to take the promotional what's it? With Jarrett aspiring to take the promotion national. And in 1990, WCCW withdrew from the USWA after a revenue dispute. Yeah, a revenue dispute, folding shortly thereafter. In 1992, the USWA began a talent exchange program with the WWF. By the mid 1990s, attendances at the Mid South Coliseum had fallen sharply. And in 1995, Jarrett sold his stake in the promotion to Jerry Lawler and Larry Burton. Various ventures from 1995 to 2002. After stepping back from promoting, Jarrett worked as a consultant for WCW and the WWF. In 2001, Jarrett put together proposals for an acquisition of WCW, calculating that he could return to the company by profitability by aggressively cutting costs. The company's assets were, however, acquired by the WWF after its programming on TBS and TNT was canceled. The NWA TNA promotion. After the sale of WCW to the WWF and the bankruptcy of ECW, the North American professional wrestling industry lacked a viable competitor. Yeah, it lacked a viable competitor to the WWF, which Jerry and Jeff Jarrett attempted to fill with the formation of the NWA TNA. Well, they became Impact Wrestling now. It became Impact Wrestling now, and it's in the hands of Anthem Sports Entertainment. So that's where it came. On May 9th, 2002, the Jarretts announced the formation of J Sports and Entertainment, the JSE, the parent company of NWA TNA, a new professional wrestling promotion that began airing weekly pay-per-views on in demand. Yeah, weekly pay-per-views on in demand on June 19th, 2002. In October 2002, that was in that year, JSE sold a 72% controlling interest in NWA TNA to Panda Energy. Yeah, that was owned by somebody else. Yeah, that came from Texas. I don't know what Dixie Carter's father ran that place. Jarrett remained part of the NWA TNA management team until departing in late 2005. In late 2005, over a dispute about the direction of the company. To various ventures, in October of that year, in 2005, Jarrett introduced professional wrestler Oleg Prudius, who was known, to the WWE. Prudius, who had to be, Oleg Prudius. He introduced them to the WWE. Prudius was hired by them and went on to wrestle for them as this character, Vladimir Kozlov. Yeah, the Russian badass. After stepping away from wrestling, Jarrett operated a construction company. Yeah, Jarrett operated a construction company and an international TV distribution company. His personal life and death. Jarrett had four children, sons, Jerry Jr., Jeff, and Jason, a daughter Jennifer. Jarrett became estranged from Jeff in 2005 after disputes about the running of NWA TNA. They reconciled in 2015. He was married to Deborah, who was the daughter of, oh yeah, of the late Eddie Marlin. Yeah, the daughter of the late Eddie Marlin that passed away in 2019. And then Jarrett died yesterday on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2023. It's sad. It's so sad, man. I was almost about to cry, man. I was hurt when this. I was hurt when I had watched the Wrestling Hub. And and all of a sudden almost crow. Almost broke down and cried. Like Jerry Jarrett died on Valentine's Day. That fucking hurts. That fucking hurts, man. That hurt. That cut me. That hurts. That completely cut me because Jerry was a promoter. There's all the stuff that Jerry had done. Yeah, all the accolades that this man has done from all those years. CWA Tag Champ with Tojo Yamamoto, NWA Hall of Famer. He was in NWA Mid America. It was their tag. It was their Mid America Tag Champ. Once, same as CWA Tag Champ with Tojo Yamamoto. He held it one time with George Gullis, who had to be related to Nick Gullis. 10 times he held the NWA Southern Tag titles. With I think it was 10 times. It was with Tojo Yamamoto. That was 5 times 5. That was from Jackie Fargo. That's times 4. It's Jackie Fargo. Let me see if he dies. Yep, he died 10 years ago. He died 10 years ago. That's times 4 with Jackie Fargo. And once with Johnny Marlin, Deborah Marlin's brother. That could be Deborah Marlin's brother. NWA World Tag Team Champion once with Jackie Fargo. He held the NWA Tennessee Tag Belts once. He was the NWA Tennessee Tag Champion once with George Gullis. He was a Memphis Wrestling Hall of Famer in the 90s, and he was the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Famer in the 2010s. All the stuff that he was doing, I reckon it. But rest in peace to Jerry Winston Jarrett, man. Rest in peace. I miss you, man. Sucks, man. I had watched NXT when he had to show me a picture of Jerry Jarrett on the screen last night on Valentine's night. Sad. This is after I had to go through a wrestling hub thing on YouTube. Now I had to watch these things about wrestling, about news about wrestlers. Now I watch one. Now I had to look at the far ending with the death of Jerry Jarrett. hurts, man. I gotta go. Hurts. I had to go through that. It hurts me so bad I had to go through that. Rest in peace to you know what I mean. But that's why I had to dedicate this live show to to the memory of Jerry Winston Jarrett, born September 4th, 1942, died on February 14th, 2023. That's yesterday. That could be Valentine's Day yesterday, y'all. Sucks, man. Oh, let's see if I can read this then. I'm not gonna end the stream yet. I got something to read. I gotta read this here. Also on the porch earlier today, the white woman who was in this white truck. Uh, another white woman. She was driving the truck. The black man came out the goddamn backseat of the truck. He's already going down the block, handing out orange notes, orange paper on the other people's cars to let them know about this right here. I mean, they already did the street improvement from a month ago all the way to this month. Now it's through yesterday. Let me go read this here. It says the City of New Orleans Department of Public Works contractor Fleming Construction, in conjunction with Sewage and Water Board of New Orleans, will begin drainage improvements and street repairs in your area. Begin date, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow morning. That's Thursday, February 16th. And the end date, that was for March 3rd. That's where the Creed 3 movie. This is where the movie Creed 3 is gonna be in theaters at. It's gonna be in theaters. Same way as the end date. Oh shit. Glasses. Fuck my glasses. I'm about to go throw these goddamn glasses away after this show. Oh yeah. The begin date was tomorrow. That's February 16th. The end date is March 3rd. It's March 3rd. Canvas reminders every 30 days. And general crews will work between 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Where 2100 block of Urquhart. What the residents need to do differently? As this work is being completed, sections of roadway will be shut down. Please move all vehicles off the street before February 16th. February 16th at 7 a.m. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow morning. We ask that residents please adhere to no parking signage on the streets. Vehicles vehicles parked in these zones will be ticketed and at least towed. Additional notice will be given to residents prior to work impacting driveway access. About the project, this temporary disruption of services is the part of the $11.8 million RR003 Bayou St. John Fairgrounds 7th Ward Group, a full depth reconstruction project joint infrastructure project. Yeah, the joint infrastructure project with the City of New Orleans Department of Public Works and Sewerage and Water Board of New Orleans. Once complete, residents will experience an overall improved quality of life as the project will improve drainage, repair streets, curbs, and sidewalks, and install New Americans with Disabilities Act (ADA) compliance curb ramps at intersections. The project is scheduled to be completed in fall of 2023. Questions: Tiffany Williams, Roadwork NOLA Outreach. Oh, let's say Roadwork NOLA Community Outreach. 504-658-7623 or roadwork at nola.gov. Want to receive important construction updates? Oh, let's see this. It's in closing. Want to receive important construction updates to your phone? Sign up. Sign up for Roadwork NOLA text alerts by texting Roadwork to 77295 or go to ready.nola.gov. What's it? ready.nola.gov/alerts to create a whole profile and select the Roadwork alert list. That's what it says here. They always sent one of these already. White woman that came out the passenger seat of the truck just handing me this. While I was on the porch. I was on the porch, man. Like, getting ready to get some breather, get some sort of breather and all that shit. And all of a sudden, white woman handing me this. White woman handing me this. That was due for this then the road construction. They're about to reconstruct the streets. They're about to tear the streets up again. They already tore the streets up January 17th. That was last month. Throughout some weeks. Prior to the death of Jay Briscoe. Now it goes all the way to the death of Jerry Jarrett. Especially yesterday. I had a note else regarding the January 17th to February 14th beginning and end dates. Now you had this bullshit here. Look it up. There's the end dates from the 16th of February all the way to the 3rd of March. That's where the Creed 3 movie was about to be released in theaters, starring Michael Bakari Jordan. He's sending out shit like this to me, man. You try to give me this already. White woman trying to give me this after that. The old black man had to go put them pink orange pinkish or orange colored notes on other people's cars. Looks like they had to go move their cars and park on the neutral grounds or park on the on Lucian Fields tomorrow. Shit, because they about to on the upper part of the street because they about to redo They about to start tearing the streets up again, like they did once, just like they did once in January. I had to mix up this news about Jerry Jarrett, and then I had to read this Wikipedia story based on him that I'm not going to be able to do on September 4th of this year. But I had to do it this. I had to do it this month. So I had to go mix up the two. Uh, Let me go in the stream now because I'm about to go throw away these fucking glasses. I'm about to throw away these motherfucking glasses because I'm gonna find one of them pairs. I might have to go through my backpack and get one of them pairs out of there. See you on Friday and on Saturday.